Welcome to USMLE Sarthi. We are committed to empowering IMGs. We're excited to guide you on your match journey. Don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever we add new content. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter for the latest tips and tricks regarding everything USMLE. Now, let's dive into it.
Sarthi group really helps, like even a small, even to write what to write in a preferred name, like it's your name. Classes taken by Mr. Khera and also Dr. Tan. These two classes, you would never want to miss them. I have told all of them to actually go ahead with the platinum plan. Went through Sarthi. We used to fight, like he wants room number 1, I want room number 1. Thank you, Mr. Khera. Congratulations, everyone who matched along with me. And I hope to see all the participants next year doing the same job as we are doing now. So, yeah, so I graduated in 2019 and then COVID hit and I had to stay back in India and then work. Later, I started my step 1 preparation and then step 2. But there was a time where if there is a drawback, then I would say it is the gap between step 1 and step 2. I would strongly suggest against it. I have taken it, and I think getting back on track to prepare for the exam, that too something like a score dependent exam, like step 2 is really difficult. I've gone through that, and there have been multiple breaks, and I couldn't get back on track. So I ended up giving the exam in July 2024 and I had to apply in September 2024. And that is when I got in touch with Sejal and took the platinum plan. So I've seen people saying that they've taken way earlier and they benefited. So I would suggest taking it somewhere around Jan, Feb, and now it is March. So it's sooner the better, because you will get in touch with the mentor and then you'll get to talk to the mentor, have the 10 interactions, apart from the emails, 10 video call interactions with the mentor where you get to discuss your CV personally, and they will help you focus on the weak areas and improve your application in these few months. Because I finished in July, and within 2 months, I was not able to, pick a pace, because I was able to see, like my friends mentioned, the closed group talking about a lot of things which I didn't know until I joined Sarthi, say about outreach, say about networking. Because in one of the calls with Mr. Khera, I was like, people are talking about networking, and he was like, that train has passed, you can't do it now. So a lot of things will, you will know a lot of things from the Sarthi group, the closed group, because you might have a lot of residents, you might have a lot of friends who are residents or who are doctors or faculty or whoever, but they will be very busy they will not be ready, or they'll not be available for you to answer those questions at the moments where you are about to hit an application submission. So the Sarthi group really helps, like even a small, even to write what to write in a preferred name, like it's your name, but still there are panelists who actually suggest you what to write as a preferred name. I have seen people asking those questions, like silliest question to the dumbest question to the most serious question. There are panelists who are patiently answering you, which is very, very important. And they are also the people who actually tell you how to formulate an email for outreach, for networking, and they are the ones who actually help you in even the program search. So Sarthi has a tool where Sarthi has videos and classes where Dr. Tan takes classes on how to actually look at the programs, how to search for the programs. It is not just buying some list from a random website. There are a lot of people doing that, but I have seen a lot of them ending up not getting into the residency because they have not done their own homework. Sarthi is there to help you, but there is a lot of work that you have to do, which you do not know until somebody tells you. All the panelists are attendings or residents who have been through this process, and they know where to actually, put your focus on. There are a lot of things, that can be easily bought, but one thing that I would suggest to invest is to at least take the smallest plan that is available. If your budget permits, I would say platinum is the ultimate. I've seen a lot of friends and my juniors, and I've told all of them to actually go ahead with the platinum plan. They've seen a video of mine recently, and they reached out to me. Do you prefer platinum plan? So I would say that is the most important thing that you could do, because I would the PS review or the journalist interaction for the PS, and also the interactions with the mentors. And Mr. Kera is always available on WhatsApp. Like you can text him at any point of time, and he's available for a call, which is really amazing. And the panelists, like I said, we can't every person on this panel today would vouch for that Sarthi Telegram group, which is really important. And then I would also talk about networking. So yes, you can rotate. I did rotations from Sarthi in Detroit and Houston, but there is something called inpatient rotation and hands-on experiences. These are really, really important. These are the times where you get to interact with the doctors, you get to interact with the residents. That is when you get to talk to them, make yourself visible to them, so that they can write personalized LORs for you. It is not easy for somebody to judge you in 30 days, but then you have to make that presence felt in those 30 days by asking questions. You can ask anything. There is nothing called silly in these during these experiences. You can talk to them. They're like friends. There is nothing called a hierarchy or whatever. They are always open to ask questions, and then you can actually interact with them, make your presence felt. And that is what is going to make a difference in the LORs. People say you have to they talk about a lot of things like persistence, determination, etc., etc. But those are the words that are used for everybody. But things, who you really are, does actually matter. And that itself is called networking. Because I had a rotation at Houston through Sarthi, and I remember the doctor asking me about my journey and all. And 1 year later, when I said I matched into IM, and he was really happy, and he could actually remember what all I went through, and he was talking about that. So that is what I say as networking and making your presence felt. And obviously, that is when I realized, yes, I think this must have been on the LOR. This must have been mentioned. So rotations wise, you need to choose your rotations wisely. Understand where you want to go, what you want to do. So Sarthi is there for you. The website has a lot of rotations that are budget friendly also. So I would suggest that. And outreach also, you can form the Sarthi group has email formulations ready, and you can just use them. And then they have classes also on how to do the outreach, which is most important. You just hit a submit application, and then if you sit idle, it is not going to work. You have to work until the match day. It is not over, and it is until it is finally over. You need to send those emails. And there are a lot of people who do not know this, because there is no enough guidance on these things. But after the application also, there is a lot that goes into it. You have to do your own job, where this is when the Sarthi people were really helping me. The mentor was there for me, Dr. Wally, I have to mention. He's always been there. We used to send emails on any small issue, like, I had a question on this. I need to talk about this. Can you please guide me on this? And he would get back in no time. And the mock interviews that come with the platinum package, I would say those were the gold that I can never, I can vouch for those mock interviews. And also the classes taken by advanced IB prep classes taken by Mr. Khera and also Dr. Tan. These two classes, you would never want to miss them. And that is how these were the classes that actually helped a lot of us in our interview preparation also, because they help you drive the interview. They help you you can expect the question that the interviewer is going to ask, because you are at ease once your mock interviews are over, and you can actually feel free, and like Jay, you can match at your first interview residency program itself, I
Well,
would
well,
say.
well, thank you. Thank you, Santoshni. Very, very extensive. And I'm very happy when my own students speak my language. I always tell them you have to drive the interview. So excellent, excellent. So you did pick up some things from the classes. So I will take a question for you. I see this on the chat. Someone who has just passed step one, and they are saying, I think it's Alicia. There are only a few months left. I've got to do CK and USCEs. Is it realistic to apply this season?
I would say it is realistic, because I was at your position last year. March, at around this time was the time I was actually I sat down, focused, and did my step two. And there are a few things that actually nuances that for the step two CK preparation that you would want to concentrate on, like the CMS forms, like the divine intervention podcast, or the NBMEs. If you sit focused for 10 hours a day, and then you will be done in 2.5 to 3 months, and then immediately, like right now, you book those USCE. Don't wait for the day you finish your step two and then look for rotations, because this is the time the rotations will be full. So you need to look for rotations from now, even if you're going to be there in the US like 3 months from now. And while doing this, if you take a plan, you already, if you take a package with the Sarthi, you already have a mentor or somebody who is there, who's behind you. Even if you are, slacking, they'll be there. Come on, do the PS. Come on, give me the CV. Do this. So I would say it is doable.
Yeah. One last question before I let you go. How did you make your presence felt in the interviews? What did you make to feel that you are important to them? I think Mohammed is asking this question. So basically, how did you manage your interviews?
I think that I meant it in with respect to the rotations. You need to make your presence felt during the
Oh,
rotations.
okay. Yes. So some tips on rotations, I guess that's what he's asking.
Okay. Okay, so let me explain with the rotation at Detroit with Dr. Saad. I applied through Sarthi. So it is both inpatient and outpatient. So during the inpatient rotation, you will be during the outpatient rotation, you would be sitting in different rooms where you would be interacting with the doctor. With the patients, and then a nurse practitioner or Dr. Saad comes up, and then he or she expects you to present the case. So they are in a hurry because it's a busy clinic. If you do, they know a lot of cases. It's a primary care clinic, so they know a lot of things. So they don't care about you explaining or you presenting the case. But if you request them, or if you say, "Hey, I want to present the case," they would do it. They would allow it, even if it is a busy clinic. So that is how you say you actually make your presence felt. Okay, she does this job better. And then you have a teleclinic also, where once in a week you're posted there. Even during the teleclinic, you get to sit with Dr. Saad and talk to the patients. You need to present the cases to the doctors. So that is when you need to do the job in a better way. How you need to talk to the patient, then you go through their records and then explain it to him in a detailed way. And that is when he notices you. And also, be enthusiastic, be there on time, and try to there are like first room to seventh room. Try to be in those first two rooms. You have to be in those first two rooms. I mean, like, I used to have a friend who also, like, we went through Sarthi. We used to fight, like, he wants room number one, I want room number one. And that is something that you need to do. There might be people who don't care, but that helps, because that is how you get noticed. That is how they remember you, and then that is how your LOR is written.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Santoshini. Much, much appreciate your very extensive tips and insights, and good luck in your residency, and we'll be in touch. By the way, if you are in India, all the panelists, then I'll be meeting each one of you at various locations. So make sure to let me know. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope that video provided valuable insights for your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And check out our website for details on how we can guide you to a successful match.